People are panicking, people are selling left and right. Yet people are super hopeful for an alt season, but nobody is ready for the theory that I'm about to share in this video. What's up guys, Amar here. The market is still looking like shit. There's nothing that we really can do about it, or not much that we can do about it at least. But hindsight guys, this was kind of expected. If I look back, including me, including you, including everybody on Twitter or X, everybody on crypto YouTube, everybody was kind of way too bullish. And when people are way too bullish and way too greedy, which we could have seen in the past few weeks, we were still in an extreme greedy phase. The price tends to reverse against us and we start to head to the downside. And that's basically exactly what happened here. The market went against us, guys. And now the market is down and we are all quite fearful. And I think this is including you, including me, and many people out there. Now, I'm quite experienced. I saw worse in the markets. I kinda was aware that we could have a very big shakeout for altcoins, but I did expect Bitcoin to dump lower as well, and that's what is actually surprising me / still making me a little bit fearful. But let me explain you why. Let's just immediately get into the charts. By the way, make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really like to hit 700 subscribers. Even, you know what, fuck 700. Let me hit 1,000 subscribers. I would be really happy with that. I would highly appreciate that. Now let's get into the charts. The price of Bitcoin is looking kind of suppressed, guys. Let me explain you why. So for some people, we see an ascending triangle pattern. Then for other people, we see a ranging pattern. And then for other people, this might be a reversal pattern. And one of them is bullish, one of them is neutral, and one of them is bearish. And that means basically that price is getting suppressed. Now the thing is, there are so many bullish fundamentals going on, like really a lot of bullish fundamentals. But the thing is, with fundamentals, it can take a while for it to set into the price. And that's what we're seeing right now. We have so many bullish fundamentals, which I get into later. But yet, price is remaining bearish, definitely for altcoins. Now, there's also an interesting theory that I want to share in this video, like you heard in the beginning of my intro. But that I will keep for a little bit later, because nobody is really prepared for that scenario. But you will understand why it kind of makes sense. It's like a 25% to 20% chance that that scenario could happen. It could, not assured, but it could definitely happen. But I'll get into that later. Now for Bitcoin, guys, we have to basically await what will happen. Or await and see what will happen at least. Because in the short term, to invalidate this ascending triangle, we need to break below this level right here. If we break below this level, that leaves us remaining with two patterns, or the ranging pattern or the reversal pattern. And if we have this reversal pattern, it kind of makes sense that we are starting to break out from it, retesting the support, and then eventually we lose the support, retesting around $80,000 to $78,000. For people who wonder why I target that, I already explained this before in my videos. It's simply because we have a CME futures gap here. And CME futures gaps always get refilled, like literally always, sooner or late. And in many cases, guys, it's better soon than late. But yeah, it is what it is. Now for Bitcoin, let's see what will happen, guys. Let's see what will happen. The next coming days will be kind of crucial. We could still see Bitcoin dump a lot lower. But for that to be confirmed, we need to lose support here. That will make us fall lower towards this level right here of $87,000 to $86,000. And if we lose support here, guys, a big dipshit to the downside towards $87,000 to $78,000. Now, of course, bullish scenario, we do hold support here. This ascending triangle does come true. We break above 101K again, which is a first bullish sign. But of course, no confirmation until we break above all-time high and turn it into support. It's quite simple, guys. It's just basically a lot of fucking patience. Now, if we look at Ethereum, guys, we can see the same. Ethereum is being suppressed already for more than a year. We are ranging already for over a year. And that shows me that movement sooner or later will happen, because you have to remember, AUMs are buying Ethereum. The president is buying Ethereum in huge amounts. So they are expecting something. And I do not expect those people to buy Ethereum with such a huge inflows when the market is about to crash and Ethereum is about to crash back towards $1,200, for example. That just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. However, I could be completely wrong. Now, the good thing is, again, the fundamentals are amazing on Ethereum. However, price is not setting in, guys, and the same happened to Bitcoin. If we look here, Ethereum is just ranging with rumors of Ethereum ETFs. And eventually BlackRock and Fidelity and blah, 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 they all started to buy in here for sure. But they like to keep price low because they can keep on buying more. Like when this dump happened here, Eric Trump tweeted, "It's a good time to buy Ethereum." Why did he tweet that? Because they likely bought right here. They likely bought right here, and the market reacted on that, and boom. They immediately make a shit ton of money. Those people are not dumb, guys. Do not forget. They are really not dumb. Now with Ethereum in the overall perspective, bearish below, bullish above. Bullish above this means alt season might finally start. Break below this, let's say we're gonna see so much downside momentum that we could all start to rent an apartment of $500 together and live there with hundreds of us, because that's how poor that we're gonna become. Now, let me talk about the fundamentals, and then I'll get into my theory. Because, again, guys, if we look at the fundamentals, what can we see? For example, for altcoins, Trump's World Liberty began buying Ondo 12 minutes ago. That's extremely bullish for altcoins. They are bullish on altcoins. This is basically what it means, guys. They are bullish on utility altcoins. Very simple. Secondly, the Bitcoin advanced NVT signal is currently in a buy territory. This indicates that we're currently extremely oversold given network transactions. This time we reached this level, BTC was at $39,000 and then $58,000 before the price substantially rallied. Also something to keep in mind, because these type of indicators are quite strong. They are very interesting. Now, of course, to get that, to get access to this indicator, I think you have to pay around $30 a month. But it might be really worth it, because it really could give you a good estimation of what to expect in the market. Further, just in, Trump media to launch Bitcoin Plus ETF. Again, bullish. This is all extremely bullish, guys. But we can basically see in terms of price that history is basically repeating itself. We have this pattern right here. Now we kept on consolidating, where AUMs and rumors were happening that this, and that were buying Bitcoin. But they just kept price low. They just kept price on consolidating. The same is happening right here once again. This right here is basically a repetition of what's going on right here, and the same with Ethereum. What more do we have? Yes, then we have BlackRock to launch Bitcoin ETP in Europe. Welcome to Europe, Habibi. Welcome to Europe. Bullish, guys. This is all bullish. This leads to mass adoption. Mass adoption leads to positive inflow. Simple as that. Everybody wants to make money. For sure, them. This is something very interesting. Elon Musk has confirmed that he wants to put US Treasury on a blockchain per Forbes. So I assume that this is legit. And here the good thing would be if he places this on Ethereum, not Solana, for example, or any other network. But putting it on the Ethereum blockchain will be the best thing, in my opinion, and as well for the markets. So that's something to keep in mind if they do confirm that they, or let's say Elon confirms or Trump confirms, whoever is in charge of that shit. If they do confirm that they're going to put the blockchain on Ethereum, that will be extremely bullish for the market in general, guys. That will be a very bullish thing. So keep that in mind. Then further, for Europe again, breaking, the Czech Republic announced 0% capital gains on Bitcoin. Guys, this is zero capital tax gains, sorry. Guys, this is bullish. And not only bullish for Bitcoin, but also for the people who want to like move to that country. If you want to move to the Czech Republic, well, there's your chance, guys. This is like a good fucking thing. Even if you don't want to move there, but you want to take advantage of the 0% capital gains tax, then the good thing for you to do is to make sure you get citizenship, you get a passport, and that you can always get that you basically transact through the Czech Republic. That's my biggest advice for you. Here's a cheat code in life. Make sure to have multiple passport, guys, and definitely in low tax countries. It's a life hack, believe me. Further, breaking, and this is from, I think we are the 7th of February today, yeah. 7th of February today, guys. BlackRock bought 3,840 Ethereum worth 10.3 million. Whales are accumulating again. Literally, again. Keyword, guys. They are accumulating. Keep that in mind. They are buying in front of your nose, yet you are bearish. That's what you have to remember. Despite altcoins going down, don't forget, altcoins are heavily depending on Ethereum. Heavily depending on Ethereum, but not only Ethereum, guys. Also on Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance, guys, is the main factor with Ethereum. And of course, two others, which I will talk about in a little bit. But these are the two main factors for altcoins to be bullish. This has to go down and Ethereum has to go up. It's as simple as that, guys. Further, more positive news. Well, a little bit bearish news. Fidelity sells 1,075 Bitcoins worth 104 million. So this is something to keep in mind. That also, here's the thing. Bearish news sets in a lot faster than bullish news does. So this might have a huge, or not huge, but a little bit of price impact. Because they sold 104 million of worth of Bitcoin. Now, the good thing is, Fidelity also bought 4,362 Ethereum worth 20 million, which is just amazing. Like, this is extremely bullish, guys. You have to keep that in mind. Now, let me quickly talk about another chart. We have Bitcoin dominance, but we also have others dominance. And for the people who do not know, it's crypto total market cap excluding the top 10 dominance, so the top 10 tokens. So basically, not most, but all the altcoins basically. And what we can see here is similar movement, guys. There's a lot of similarity going on right here. We have this whole ranging zone right here, the same like we have it right here. We formed like what, a double or triple bottom here, 1, 2, 3, exactly a triple bottom. Then eventually price started to go back to the upside before crashing down. I think this is, yeah, indeed COVID. And then boom, price skyrocketed, making us in an alt season. The thing with others dominance is, if this goes down, altcoins will go down. If this goes up, altcoins will go up. It's as simple as that. It's very simple to remind. Make sure to always time to time check this chart. Now, in higher time frame perspective, it's as well just ranging like it did here. Now, crucial will be for us to hold support here. If we lose support here, the drop can be quite big. We could fall definitely back towards the 6.50%-ish, 5.75%, up to the 4.75% level. However, this scenario right here is like worst case scenario, which, as if for now, as long as we do not break below this level, we should not really anticipate on it, but it's something to be aware of. Now, a bullish thing is that if we, let me quickly put the Fibonacci away. If we look here in terms of price action, we can see that we are forming a quite perfect double bottom. So what will be important here, if we want to make this double bottom come true, is that we hold support here, obviously, firstly. That we hold support here, start to go to the upside again. In short-term perspective, obviously break the key levels here of 9.50% and blah, 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 blah. But in overall perspective, we would need this to happen. And ideally, okay, maybe a little bit of a rejection still to the downside, but ideally we break above it then like butter and we form the full formation of a double bottom. This would be the most ideal bullish scenario. Now, another thing why the markets might react bearish is because of the tariff war, guys. By the way, make sure to follow me on Twitter or on X, however you want to call it, at Amar Crypto right here. The thing with tariffs war, guys, in the short term, just like COVID, it might be bearish. In the overall term, it's quite bullish. Let me explain you why. Tariff war leads to inflation because prices are going up. Inflation leads to assets going up, which is historically bullish for Bitcoin. If tariff wars gets worse, economic disasters will happen. And this is not only in the US, this will happen worldwide. This will force countries to print more money. And we all know when more money is printed, it's very bullish for Bitcoin. Yes, short term, this might really cause some problems as well, not only for crypto, but as well for dropshippers, for example. If there's a real tariff war going on and prices are skyrocketing everywhere, for example, dropshippers are fucked. They are completely fucked. So something to keep in mind. Now, a thing that most of you were here for is my theory that I have. And my theory, I also placed it on Twitter. That's why it's useful to follow me. That nobody is prepared for this situation right here. And this situation right here can be found on the chart of others. So not others dominance, but others, which is the crypto total market cap excluding the top 10 without their dominance, obviously. So there's a scenario or a perspective that I kind of had here, and there are actually two. Before I get into my tweet, let me show you the TA. So there's like a sort of ascending triangle that I might see incoming somewhere, we could say around here. However, I do not like the formation of this ascending triangle. It just doesn't make too much sense to me. However, I could be wrong. I could be wrong that we do hold here and that this ascending formation breaks out. Now, another one that I kind of like more and that kind of fits my perspective a little bit more. Well, not perspective, but of how can I call the way that I look at TA and that I would look at ascending triangles is this pattern right here. And if this pattern happens, guys, we are kind of fucked. Not gonna lie. We are kind of absolutely cooked because this would mean that there's no real alt season happening. And the reason for that I will explain when I read the tweet. But what will happen here is that we keep on consolidating. For example, this level here still seems very attractive to be retested. And what could happen is that we just retest this right here, hold support, and remain consolidative within this pattern for quite a while. Then eventually we're near the apex somewhere late 2026, 2027 mid. And then and only then we start to break to the upside. This is like a, let me call it a 20 to 15% chance, maybe 25% in the highest case, that this situation will happen. I hope that it won't, but it's something to keep in the back of my mind because what I say in my tweet kind of makes a lot of fucking sense. If we look at my tweet, guys, nobody is prepared for this situation, long-term consolidation and no alt season. Let me explain you why. Let's quickly read this tweet together. When BTC ETFs got launched, price consolidated for months upon months. Again, I already showed you this right here. And after 8 or 9 months of ranging, price finally exploded to where we are right now. Now the same thing is happening with Ethereum. AUMs, presidents, and who not are buying in Ethereum in massive amounts OTC, to be very clear. And price hasn't felt the impact just yet, similar to Bitcoin. Now we also know that Donald Dump, at this point we can call him Donald Dump, is massively accumulating altcoins. For example, guys, if we look at their holdings, we can see that they are buying in altcoins. It's very clear. Ondo, ENA, Aave, Ethereum, Link, This is bullish, guys. This is just bullish. They are massively accumulating altcoins like Tau, Ondo. Not only Donald Trump, by the way. AUMs are accumulating Tau and Ondo XRP. Perhaps they are destinated, I don't know, this might be a typo, to undergo a similar path like Ethereum and Bitcoin did right now, or are doing right now. Because if we look at it in a wide perspective, Bitcoin has been ranging, Ethereum has been ranging, and altcoins are going up, down, up, down. They are retesting the lows, and they are going back up. So many of these altcoins just keep on ranging as well. And what if we just keep on doing that for a year? The same like we did with Bitcoin, the same like we did with Ethereum. What if altcoins start to range as well for 1 year? Something to keep in the back of your mind. If this is the case, we won't see any ultra significant movement in alts this quote-unquote alt season, and we are currently all overestimating the potential of the power of the alt season. It's something to be aware of, because if this happens, guys, if this happens and we go back to Bitcoin dominance, we can expect that Bitcoin dominance will break above 63-64%, turn it into support and retest the historical highs before then heading lower. So 1 + 1 = 2 always in my perspective. But of course, this is a theory. I'm still leaning more towards the bullish perspective, at least with a 75%. I still favor the bulls with 75, even up to 80%. But this bull market is indeed a little bit different than the other bull markets, because altcoins are really lagging behind. Ethereum is really lagging behind. So we never really saw that before in this extent. So it's something to keep in the back of our mind, guys, that it might not really go in our favor this year, but it could still take longer. Now, the good thing is we are only 2 months into the new year. So, of course, we have a lot of months to go. We still have 10 months, and in 10 months, a lot can happen. For fuck's sake, even in 2 weeks, a lot can happen in crypto, or even in fucking 1 day. But overall, guys, the theory that I shared is something for you to keep in the back of your mind. I will have it at least in the back of my mind. But I'm still leaning more towards a bullish side. And I do still highly advise you to take these prices that you are seeing right now. For example, Solana in dollars, this is like, what, $195. Link at $20. Ton, for example, at what, $4.20. I still advise you to use this momentum in your advantage, because when prices tend to reverse, guys, when they reverse and they explode, you will wish you bought more. But again, how many times can you buy the dip before you actually go completely broke, or you have to touch your life savings, or whatever your case is? So accumulate smart. That's always the biggest tip that I can give. And let's see, guys, let's see. As for now, as I said before, I'm still leaning more towards a bullish perspective, but the bearish perspectives or the neutral perspectives are something that you should keep in your mind. All right, guys, hope this helped. See you in the next video.